Hello everyone, my name is Kitetsu and welcome back to my channel. So it's really late here in the UK and we've just had this amazing new teaser come out which was really short, so I'm just going to do a very quick update on it. But I literally have just finished making my update on the Malign Portents video, which obviously took me quite a while to make, and now I need to really quickly do an update on this video. But anyway, we see this scenery. I'm not actually going to play the original video because obviously I don't want to steal it off the Games Workshop Warhammer TV kind of YouTube channel, but we see all of these buildings here which look like the first time we are actually seeing buildings in the realm of shadow. And look at the top left up there, we see those harpies again, which to me suggests we may be getting a brand new harpy kit soon. Anyway, we then go inside this kind of temple-like building and see two witch elves stirring a cauldron of blood with a vision of skeletons on it. And one of them says, "A horde of the damned makes ready for war. How many graves lie empty in the realm of death?" We then switch to like a scene of one of the witch elves up close, stirring the cauldron of blood, and she is using a knife to do so. And she says, "Nagash stirs beneath a cold sun, and a host of rotten puppets dances to his whispers, yet we linger here." Then it switches to the other witch elf, who turns around and says to the person on the throne behind her, "My queen, how much longer must we hide?" Finally it switches to the most important image of all, which is the big reveal of whoever was making the voice, which I'm still hoping, really hoping is Morathi. But she says, "No longer, let us end our time in the shadows. My patience is at an end." And I've enhanced this image a little bit so we can get a closer look, because it's very dark in the video and I'm not quite sure why. But the first thing that made me really surprised was the fact that obviously this shows a very elf-like individual. She has no snake features whatsoever, which I was kind of predicting in the last video. And for a while it made me think, actually, is this even Morathi? But to be honest, now I'm fairly sure that this still is. Because first of all, her headdress looks quite a lot like Malekith's, and even what her earlier headdress did as well. But secondly, she is also holding a kind of staff, and for anyone who knows anything about Morathi back in Warhammer Fantasy, she used to wield Heartrender, which was her kind of scythe-like lance thing. In fact, it says in the old army book that such is Morathi's skill with the lance-like Heartrender, she can pluck a victim's heart from their chest with a single well-placed blow. There was another part of me that actually thought this looks quite a lot like Hellebron as well. And for those of you who don't know who she is, and I believe you can actually still get this model of her, which is part of the Cauldron of Blood set, there's also quite a lot of similarities. But for those of you who don't know who Hellebron is, she was basically Morathi's main rival. Unlike Morathi, who kind of stayed beautiful all the time, Hellebron was a character who had to basically keep drinking from these cauldrons of blood, or something like that. I'm not too up to date with the lore on her, but she wouldn't stay beautiful unless she did these rituals, whereas Morathi basically had this eternal beauty. But the headdress is very different, and she is also wielding swords, so there's still a big part of me that thinks that we're still looking at Morathi in this image. And the other thing of interest is that there is another rumour going around, which I've heard for a couple of days now, that when the Morathi kit does come out, there is going to be two versions of her, one on foot and one where she is in a more snake-like form, which I get sounds very convenient for me to bring up now, but to be honest, I was not sure one way or the other whether there was any truth to this. And now that I'm seeing this image, it's making me think perhaps it could be true after all. We also have these big wings behind her, but to be honest, I'm seeing them as part of the throne as opposed to part of the actual character herself. But anyway, that was my super short update, just to kind of get the discussion going whilst we wait for more details. I really hope this is Marathi, because that's the character I've been waiting for, and the character I really want. And I would be really disappointed if it is Hellebron, because we already have that miniature, and it would kind of suck if we weren't going to get a new model of any kind for this reveal at all. I mean, personally, I think if it was Hellebron, I don't see why they would bother to go to all of this fuss. And I also don't see why the model that comes with the Cauldron of Blood wouldn't still be called Hellebron. But based on what we know about the lore so far, and based on the fact she's holding this staff, I'm personally still hoping Marathi. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and hopefully over the weekend we will have some really good updates as to who this character actually is. I'm still super excited, but I'm also kind of edging on the side of caution now. I think I got very overexcited with the leaks and that first reveal that we saw the other day, but right now, who knows? Anyway, stay awesome guys, your support has been amazing as always. I'm sorry this is a really short video and I'm super tired, but I kind of just wanted to get this out there as quickly as possible, because I imagine that there is a possibility we're going to get more rumours and reveals and releases over the weekend, so I kind of want to keep a pace with all of them. But anyway, that's it for me for now, and I will see you guys soon.